Everyone, welcome back to the Let's Play series, and I apologize that I haven't done an update in a little bit. A lot has happened, so let's get caught up. Um, we are city level 18 now, so let's take a quick look at the rankings. So the key thing to remember is I haven't spent any. My total spent is $37, and that essentially was a monthly pack for 20, a a gold fund for 10, a Zeus pack for 2, and then I think the golden eternal hammer for 5. So that's a total spend of 37. So here you can see in the power ranking, we're actually doing pretty good. We're ranked number 90. In the commander kill ranking, we're doing really poorly. We don't really do much in terms of killing people, so we're ranked 250th. And by we, I mean you. It's not like you're responsible for that terrible ranking. Commander level ranking 92, so all that means is that I've kept up with killing zombies and getting the commander level. And commander level really is important early game because it helps you unlock those officer slots. And then here in commander city ranking, you can see that we're doing really poorly. So what this means is that I'm taking my time leveling up. I'm not fast leveling, and I am building a lot of troops, right? So compared to my city level, my power level, there's my city level is pretty low, so that's going to hurt us in terms of battling troops that are out of a higher tier. But those aren't that important. The moment you get some resources and farm more, you can get there. This is a little bit more telling, but this is a little misleading, I think, too, because it's not like might have great officers, but you can see the commander officer ranking, which is really a good measure of long-term strength that can't be taken away. Troops can be taken away, so that's not a big deal. Officers can't, so this is an important one. So we're doing pretty good overall for being a minimal spend. It's not a no spend account. I wanted to do an update because I wanted to show that, so how long have we played this server? You can see if you go into your manage alliance here at the bottom. I basically joined this alliance maybe 1 day after the server. So the server is 35 days. Here at the bottom, you can see that I've been in the alliance for 34 days. We've changed around some of the alliance names. We are now FUC, so we merged with PWE, who we battled for City Wars. And now you can see here in the nation ranking, and if you look at the alliance ranking, we've dropped a little bit, but just neck and neck with RIB, which is I think a Russian-based alliance, and then the leader in the group with most of the big hitters are in APO. I think that was also a result of a merger of two alliances. So you can see that the server is growing nicely, and you can see the concentration of the strength now leaning towards the top 3. Still a lot of movement. It's still an early server, a lot of personalities, a lot of conflicts, and a lot of kind of mergers. The key thing is that you stay focused and get the top 100 to 200 players in the top 2 alliances. What are we going to do today? Today we're going to look at a tower level. We're going to look at some effective use of using some VIP cards and using of speeds. We're going to look at some of the level, the progression of how you grow it. And then we're going to look at some of these events that we have missed that I'm going to focus on. So right now, one of the events that's happening is Brutal Drag Racing. And this is one, it's an event that really, if you play the game based on your car level and your fuel level, it doesn't matter how much skill you have, unless you spend and get that car at a higher level, you're basically not going to score high. So this is really a spender's event. And some of the rewards, if you go into the Modify Factory, is pretty neat. You can see here that, you get the skin of the female Titan fragments, and you're getting some items that give you boosts in your island. So they combine the island and the skin. So in terms of events and effectiveness, this is one of the worst effectiveness in terms of what you're getting for your spend. To get to a level like this is a new item that they added. Water Park has some pretty cool buffs. Okay, great. But it would be spending, goodness, I don't know how many hundreds to get to the level 45. It is an insane level of spend. And to get to 52 is another insane level of spend. So these are really, really ill-advised spends. Don't spend on this. Maybe if you have to spend a pack or 2 to get to level 10, I think that is okay because you're getting, some elite orders, you're getting some Kingsley fragments, you're getting a surfer statue. But again, you're not really getting any Titan skin fragments, and that's something that, maybe to get to level 12, you might need to spend. But even at the team level, it's just not I would recommend that you spend on elite orders, on the hero cards, on equipment, well over you on spending in this. You can see without spending, I got a B card to level 5 just from doing the diligence quest. Where are the diligence quests? Let's take a quick look. Here every day new quests will open, so we have 2 more days of quests. On day 1, this is good to remember. It looks like, and I think these stay pretty constant. I don't know if these change around. We'll find out. Let's keep a record. So all of these were Titan-related quests, and I had saved up. This is why I recommend save all your items. I didn't save enough because we had bounty. There was hard to save. This happened kind of right after bounty. So I don't have enough mutant meat to be able to get to the 25k. So that quest is missing. Not a big deal. I didn't have enough elite orders to get to the 18, and since we're not spending, it's hard to kind of meet that quest. On day 3, it's going to be easy to get the meld materials because I've been saving, and that's why I recommend that you save those meld materials for things like this, because guess what? Early game, these boosts, these recruitment boosts, these are gold. These are pretty nice items. Even the resources are pretty valuable at this level. I don't have enough to save components. Now, I might have to waste some components to get these quests. There is some builds here, 6 hours, so that's something that we'll talk about to see if it's worth it. And then we're going to catch up on some of the tower. You can see in infinite mode, I have done well. I've figured out how to beat 30k, and you can see in the nation I'm rank 3, which is not bad considering that I'm a pretty weak city. I'm a level 18 city, and so we got lucky with a couple of boosts, and so in this series, I will show you some of the tricks of playing infinite zombies as your city gets stronger. But let's go ahead and start with one of the things that I want to show you. So one of the good buys, you can see when Bounty Quest was there was some spend gold events. In those spend gold events, I recommend stocking up on this item. So if you go into your shop, there is essentially, and go to City Buff, there is a VIP 7-day card for 1600. Don't really use this until you get to VIP level 7. What that gives you that extra fleet. So that's why you can see my VIP is not active. However, when you're going to be doing some intense building, let me show you one. So my monthly card is ending in 2 days. So here you can see this is one of the benefits that comes up with the pack. I'm going to get it. I have 1 more day. But one of the main benefits of the monthly card is this right here, right? You get 1 million free. So instead of using the speeds to really speed up, let's say my the next level and get to city level 20, I'm going to actually recommend, because I have this benefit card and I'm not going to use it I'm not going to renew for the next month because this will be a free to play series mostly. We are actually going to try to speed up as many buildings as possible, so that, in other words, if I speed up 15 buildings that cost approximately 1 million each, just imagine that means I'm saving 15 million food, oil, and 15 times 80, which is 1.2 million steel. All right, so we're going to do that. So we're going to activate one of our VIP cards. So we'll go into our bag, we'll go into our city buff. Here you can see this is where I was saying I saved up on the 7-day. We're going to use those. We're going to need to save our gold because we're going to be prudent, and since we're not buying that many packs. So for this exercise, we're probably just going to keep it at a 1-day VIP, because I'm going to use it for speeding up everything today. So let's collect some of these items that we've already done. So now that the VIP is there, we can see that we have a little bit extra free time. So if you try to speed this up, let's use. So my free time is 15 minutes. So I'm going to speed up 1 hour here. I will speed up this city level. So let's actually go ahead and do that. Use some of the speeds here. And then, all right, so 2 minutes later, we'll do that. So while that is finishing, it'll give us some prompt. I did want to show you, let's do the meld material quest. So if you come here, go to storage, and here's all the materials that we can mend. We need to do 50 in the quest. So I like to keep a track. That's 15, 25, 37, and 50. And I don't want to do it too much because I'm going to need it again when we need to have another quest that requires us to meld materials. So great, 50 is a lot of materials, but we were able to do it. Now, building the components, you'll see that, there was one event that we missed that I didn't do a video on, which was equipment strength. So when we had the equipment strength, I actually took a gamble and was able to get from a blue level 1 radar to a purple. So I'm doing all the things that I don't recommend doing just because, I was just testing it out. And this is more of a test and fun account. So I'm being a little bit more reckless than I would advise. One of the other things that I did is because there was some quests of using components, you'll notice why the heck do you have a green, um, um, you know, green attack extension? I don't even have one. I actually have two. You can see two of these. That's because there was a bunch of quests and I wanted to get some of the rewards and some of the free rewards from the tiers and some of the accomplishments from that equipment strength event. So the basic premise is if you're starting over, you're going to have a situation. So you can see we are able to speed one of the buildings now that we've let's wait and see. Before you do your buildings, make sure that you actually select and appoint the right building hero for speed. So here we have the right heroes. We're also going to do a hero update. I want to really get to VI prosperity level 8. That's what I'm kind of working towards. You can see that I have 8,200. My refugee limit now is what is it? Oh, I can actually get to VIP level 8 if I just do that. So let's do that before we build a bunch. So I recommend saving two things. Save your location of your city ruins, the closest one, and your power mine, because those are two things that you do consistently. You should actually save two city ruins because sometimes you need to set, when you have enough troop. We're just going to do one of them. Let's see if we can beat this. I have a saved fleet that has a bunch of shredders and snipers, as well as some lasers. So we've built a lot of troops since you've seen this series, and you're not missing much. If you haven't seen some of the old ones, I'll catch you up. Great. So I wanted to show this. So we've finished building main hall level 19. You can see for building the next level, we need academy. So I kind of prepped for that. I had academy to level 18 and city wall, but we're not going to build that and speed that yet. We're going to now focus on getting some of those free items. So because we have that monthly card, you can see here, why don't I show you a demonstration of two buildings that might be useful in terms of troop building, right? Or let's look at two of the hospitals, right? So if I hit upgrade, it's costing me 0. So I'm not saving a whole lot because these are pretty cheap to begin with, but this is an active time. So I'm going to get a lot of helps, and this is going to go by quickly. So it's not going to cost me many speeds, and it's going to help me if I get attacked because I have so many troops. You want to get those medical centers and get that capacity higher. So we were able to beat, looks like and our prosperity level increased to 96. So that's great. So now the next tier is going to be 11.8. So you can see here that from the higher prosperity level, I get some more build speed. I get attack boost, and that's a key thing. If you want to look at your stats here in the bottom right corner, you can see that even though this is a pretty new account, I've really focused on long range attack of 76.2. In fact, if we attack a city, we will see that it's going to be a little bit higher because one of the heroes is Panda. So let's see if I can show you a report where I attack maybe a dead city. All right, let's attack this dead city and see what our stats look like. In case there is 1 or 2 troops there, I don't really want to lose too much. Let's just send 1 bike that way. All right. So let's get back to the fun rewards of level 19 accomplishments. So first thing, because we bought the growth fund, we are going to be able to collect 12,000 gold, 2 8-hour shields, and then 2 troop expansions. Great rewards. Boom. And then because city level 19 is a milestone, you're also going to have a pack that actually gives you some pretty decent items here. Boom. And that is going to be awesome because guess what? Now we can open these level 7 troop cards. Let's actually go ahead and open those. Boom. Looks like we got some axes, some stormtroopers, and some gunners. So not the great level 7 troops that I was hoping for. I would have enjoyed to see some maybe level 7 shielders or cannons or tanks, but that is okay. We're going to build those ourselves pretty soon. Not a big deal. we did get the elite orders, which is going to help us meet the quest here. Remember, one of the quests that we had in diligence and courage or drag race trial quests was we didn't fulfill the elite order. So let's go ahead and actually recruit one of them. And I can't remember if the last time we did it, we got a pull or not. Let's do the normal pull first. Just a mediocre. Well, actually, not bad. We got 8 fragments of a green hero. So let's confirm it, and then let's do an elite pull. And looks like this was actually a terrible pull. Looks almost like a normal pull. We got nothing. Not even a full blue hero, and not even a purple hero. So sometimes you have bad luck. One thing to keep in mind when you have that quest, I accidentally actually click this once where I did recruit one at a time. You really shouldn't do that recruit one at a time because you get that bonus when you do the 9. You get the 10th bonus. So don't follow the glowing one that they show you that they want you to click. Follow your own path. So since we did those quests, we can now go back and collect it. Now let's try our luck and see if we get lucky. So when you're doing this drag race trial, and I'm going to talk about this in a second, you explore it. You can either get a B car here, which is good. Okay, then the moment you get a B car, use one of these. Oh, it also gave a B car. Oh, that was terrible luck. Usually I like to get some of the parts because you can get 40 or 50 parts. That was bad luck because we just got a B car, which we're going to recycle. So if you get sometimes lucky with those free drops, and you can sometimes actually get, if you're lucky, with just the free parts, you may be able to get level 10 without spending. It doesn't look like that's going to be possible because we had 2 chances of getting those 40 parts, and it's just not going to happen. So we got a 5-5, which is a decent car at this level. We can actually recycle everything else because you want to focus on the fuel level at the low levels, not the armor, because you're not going to really hit anything. You're going to run out of fuel before anything happens. So focus when you're choosing these cars. Don't just use the automatic car. Focus on the fuel level, which is the top or orange colored button. So let's disassemble those. Now let's level it up. So we're at level 8. I don't think we're going to get to level 10, but now that we have a 5-5 car, we can actually improve our score a little bit. There's really no magic to playing this. I do recommend that when you play this, kind of move your mouse movements a second before you can see it. That's a tricky one there. If you hit something, you will almost want to replay it so that your score doesn't go down and you're not slowed down. But at a level B car, now you can see, really there's not much you can do. So we didn't even probably beat our last score. Yep, we didn't beat it. Or maybe slightly did. So you can see there's our score there, 21. And that's at most what you can do. Now, if you play with a S car or an A car, you're going to have a little bit more fun. There's our stats that we wanted to look at. Looks like they did have troops. So we didn't win that battle. But here you can see my long range attack is 82% because of Panda. So how to read that is if you look at your stats in your My Info and stats, this long range attack of 76 is lower than what you see on that report because of Panda. If you look at your heroes, that differential is essentially going to be the Panda inherent skill. So that difference between that 76 and the 82 is the 6.5 because this only works when you're attacking a city. So it doesn't show up in stats, doesn't work in the uranium mine, so you can see. So in terms of the heroes, I've done some silly stuff like, have skill books on Steel Expert because I wanted to meet quests. I have skill books on Steel Expert here because I wanted to meet quests because I just don't have the right skills. You can see I have terrible skills here. Getting lucky on skills is going to be critical to how well you do. Here you can see these are terrible skills. I shouldn't have used this, but I just put it on melee attack because I needed to use the skill books for quests. We're going to reset these and get the skill books back, so that's not a problem. It's better to use those skill books and recycle and take that little loss than to not get those free items. As a mostly free or effective player, that's what you kind of need to do. All right, so we got all the free items. We did everything related to the drag race event. You want to save for the next event that was coming up. I think we did equipment power, we did officer power, we did Titan power. So really the only thing left maybe, I think that's it. So we did city power first, then officer power, then, or city power, then Titan power, then officer power, then equipment power. So I think we're good. Now that we finished level 19, we can actually go into classic mode, and this opens up a couple of things. So I've created another video where I'm going to show how to beat with low stats level 20. That's the hardest level here. You can see that my stats are pretty low. It's 22% laser damage, and here the rest of these. But it is possible to beat it. It did take many tries and a lot of frustration. So let's actually do classic level in the. And this is another thing that I wanted to highlight because I got a lot of questions from these from my tower defense videos. When you're looking at these modes, you can see it clearly says normal here, but that doesn't mean that this is normal levels. This is actually hard levels. This is really stupid, but this button is to switch to normal, right? So this is button to switch to normal. So you're on hard. How do you know that? Because these skulls are red, and you start with more materials, and it's the difficulty is harder. And then if I click there, this is hard. So this looks like this is hard mode. It's not, because remember, the skull being yellow or orange is easy or normal, and then switching here. So just remember, this button is to switch to that mode. So we couldn't do level 17 because it wasn't open, but now we can do it. So let's go ahead and try and see how we do. So this is hard mode level 17. The key thing in this level is you want to build 2 big rockets here. So this I find is the most effective. So we're going to build, you have a lot more starting materials. So I'm going to build 1 to level 5 and then 1 to level 4. This is going to be your main defense line here. We're going to build that. We're going to build a slow tower here to level 3. Let's build 1 more tower here of laser. And then here we're going to build a machine gun. All right, so this is a good framework. Let's build 1 more laser here, and let's speed it up a bit. So I hope I can finish this in 3 stars. I may not succeed, especially when I'm talking and doing it. It's a little hard and I play worse. So I like to record these first and then do a voiceover so that it can be a little bit more effective. Let's slow it down a bit. You want to really focus on the lasers close to this edge. These rockets will do most of the damage here, but the lasers have to be big enough to kill the fast-moving spiders and the bosses, right? So those are the ones that creep through. I like to keep 1 laser here to kind of focus and weaken those big ones coming through, but these ones need to be your focus so that the ones that come out of this pipeline here you have enough firepower to be able to kill them fast enough. So you're not worried about the ones that are taking the long walk because you have a laser here, but you also want to get the ones that come here. So I like to do it evenly. These laser forward. Let's actually increase the speed. We're doing so far so well. And then you want to eventually get this to level 5 when you can afford it and the laser. So they're creeping a little bit through, so let's slow it down. Looking bad. Let's increase this guy. Put a slow tower there. And I like the machine gun here because it also weakens when it's not hitting the guys that are coming here. Oh, that's not looking too good. Am I going to be able to upgrade this in time? Maybe, maybe not. Not looking too good. Yes, I got it. Now I should be okay. Maybe. Yeah. So while there's no danger, imminent danger here, he helps slow down the creeps there. So now that we've set this place up fairly well, let's actually slow them down a little bit more here. It's not looking completely safe, so let's watch it for a little bit longer. Then we'll reinforce the other side. Okay, that's looking okay. I want to put a slow tower here. Put a rocket there. We'll do better when it looks like there's still a lot of things that are flowing through, so it's better to upgrade this to level 5. That's how you decide which one to do in what order. The reason I didn't do the laser before this, because it's not like the bosses are creeping through. It's the little ones that are creeping through that the lasers can't handle. And it's looking not so good here. Maybe we'll be okay. This will help. Level 5 has more reach. So because our boosts are so little, and you can see the boosts, I showed them the 22% laser, it's going to be a hard sell. All right, we're doing okay thus far. Let's shore up this entryway. So this slow tower and then adding some lasers is what's going to help you finish that last level here. Level 6 of 6 is the hardest one to beat here. So you can usually easily get it, but when those big bosses, the slow walking big bosses, come in at the end, that's what makes this level really hard. So let's get these up. And you really want to finish these because the boosts are going to be critical, and they're essentially free. So you don't want to leave. Later in game, of course, it's easier to do them because your city will get stronger, but the boosts are less important then because they make a bigger difference. The rewards don't change, but those rewards are worth a lot more earlier game than later game. All right, so one more there. Still doing okay. We want to keep an eye here. The two lasers are doing its job. The two rockets are doing their job. So everything is looking good. Let's shore up this laser. Just shore up this rocket. Increase that. This is looking pretty good so far. Don't want to jinx it. This is really one of the main reasons that I played this game. I love zombie defense. So I caved into an ad, started playing this and said, oh, wait a minute, this is a lot more than zombie defense. I'm not. You'll find that, the game advertisements are very different from the real game. Just like many of these other games that advertise incessantly. All right, so far so good. All right, now comes the true test. So here, we want to kill enough of these big bosses so that at the end, when they all accumulate here, we have enough firepower to kill them, right? So these are the bosses. That's why I have lasers all around this front path, and these rockets are kind of killing the creeps that get accumulated in the slow tower. So far, so good. Nobody's coming through here. We're doing okay. Let's increase this guy. All right, this guy is a little problematic. So what we're going to do is you're going to sell the towers on the other end and shore up the towers on this end. So let's do that here. So let's pause it. Sell this tower because it's not hitting anyone. Sell this tower. Here we're going to increase the slow speed tower here. We're going to increase that. We can't really increase this guy, so it's at level 5 max. So let's build a laser tower here. That should help us. Let's hit the play button. We're going to sell this in a second because he's going to stop hitting that boss. Let's pause it. That should help. Let's increase this slow speed here. Let's play it again. So this looks good and promising. We are going to be able to beat this. Let's sell that guy. And we will increase that tower. This is really useless because it's not really hitting any. There's no more group and splash damage needed, so we'll change that to a laser. Same thing here. I mean, splash damage probably, arguably, it probably was okay over there, but we have a level 5 laser, and level 5 laser just does a lot of damage, so let's just convert them to level 4 there. All right. Let's play. So far, so good. We can sell this tower. Let's pause it. Sell that guy. Sell this. Increase that level. And then really this machine gun really wasn't doing much. since we can't upgrade it to level 6, let's convert that to a laser. It does more damage on bosses, and you're set to go. So now we can speed it up. There's no problem. There's no reason why we can't finish it. We're good, good, good. And we finished it with 3 stars. So that is level 17, was it? On hard mode. Yep, even though it says normal, it's hard mode, level 17, 3 stars. Let's collect those rewards. And these are pretty nice rewards, right? Extension components, XP, power ore, material boxes. Not as nice as I would want. Let's see, maybe these are better. Yes, this is the nice one. All right, this is the one that I really want because guess what? This will actually give me maybe enough blueprints to build my first A extension. So let's see how, this is however very hard. So let's try this and hopefully we succeed. So here the key to this, and I've showed this in normal maybe before or in another video, let's pause it. I like to set it up to where you're going to basically be, lasers in the front, slow down them a little bit, lasers here too, and then make the slow tower alternating, one here, kind of like a diagonal view, more lasers here. So 3 lasers, and then here the similar to the last level, the main line of defense is going to be these 2 rockets exactly in this position. So to fish, this is one of the hardest level, other than level 20 to finish. Let's keep them both at level 4 for now. Let's change one of them to level 5. And then here we're going to do a laser, a slow speed. Again, you're building the slow there, slow here as a triangle, right? So you're creating a triangle of slow. And then here we're going to create a machine gun and another laser here. So this is our basic premise or basic defense structure. Let's speed it up a little bit. And you're going to really focus on this end the most initially. So once you build this layer of rocket splash damage, you want to be able to, anything that survives that splash damage area here needs to be killed with strong enough rockets, strong enough towers here. So we're really going to focus on this back end because this is where they creep through. And we're going to really play this a little bit slower speed because this is a very tricky, you have to basically upgrade the right things at the right time in order to finish this with the low boost that we have. It becomes much easier as your city grows, as your officer power grows, but it's really tricky in the beginning. So I do want to increase this guy to kill the small ones that creep through. An alternative is to build, when the creeps come from these 2 places, is to build a laser there. Let's thinking, should I take this to level 4 first or that to level 3? I'm going to take it to level 4 first, just because it's closer, and that gives me a little bit more time if something creeps through to upgrade this, and it costs me less. So this is a tricky part right here. Let's see if we survive it. Yes, we're okay there. Yes, we're okay there. Another tricky part coming. This is where I'm going to increase this speed tower, or the slow tower. Yes, we got it. Are we going to survive this wave? Looks like yes, we will. So far, so good. Let's slow them down a little bit more here. So I'll increase that slow tower. And now there's going to be creeps coming from both directions. So here, the next order of business will be to survive long enough until one of these creatures come through. So I don't think we're going to actually succeed, but let's see how we do. Let's actually increase that guy. That may have been a bit mistake. Let's see. The rockets are doing their, that's the critical position of the rockets being there. Barely survived. Perfect. I don't think we're going to survive this part right here. Let's see. Yeah, it's not going to work. Oh, wow. We did. We did. Come on. Oh, so you saw we they just crept through. So something was wrong with my sequencing. Now more are creeping through. So this may just be too hard for us to finish at this low boost level. So I might just have to say I give up. Probably wrong sequencing, and we'll try it again when I'm not trying to. So we already lost 3 stars, but let's see if we can actually finish it and get close. I'm having a feeling that we won't. We just don't have enough power, or we might be able to. So you can see it was very close. The ones that crept through, we probably could have beat them, but we were just short. So let's see. So the other rocket helped here. The slow should help us survive this wave here. Let's now start actually, we need a level 5 laser here to really start increasing these to level 3. So I'll play this again and upload a video where I can get 3 stars, hopefully, even with the buffs that I have. So this is looking a little dangerous here, but I think we'll be okay. The rockets will do its jobs. We just need to shore up one of these lasers, which I think we'll get pretty soon. There we go. Now we should be okay in this section. Probably need to increase this speed here. No, we're not going to survive. Looks like we are just about, no, we somehow managed to survive that. Insane. See, those rockets there do their job all the way to the bottom here. Now let's get this to level 5. Now we probably are okay. Now let's start shoring up here. Very close, very tight. You can see this guy is really helping kind of kill them because the lasers really focus on the bosses. Nope, just short. So we are going to be done. We're going to be done. All right. So you can see we survived only 5 waves of 7. This may be too early. I'm sorry you had to watch that. I actually may just say crop it out, but I think it's okay to actually share it so that people can see that, you know, maybe I shouldn't try this, or I know that how well I can do. Of course, people can play it better than I can, but you can see these are the buffs, and it's pretty hard to get this. I was hoping that we would be able to get some of these awesome rewards on level 18, but I just don't think I have the city at the right level and the officer power and the laser equipment power to be able to get there. So we'll have to wait a little bit longer. Oh, it's perfect timing. We've finished our hospitals. Now we're going to try to go through and do some speeds. Let's see, we will collect some of those rewards. All right. What do I want to build? Let's get to 11.8. Let's see if let's go ahead and upgrade the buildings to get there. I like the buffs from those boosts, so let's upgrade these 2 buildings and we'll keep speeding those along. That is a quick update. So officers to focus on. We've talked about research. Let's talk about research. You really want to focus on military. You can see here the main things that I focused on is speed of troops, long range attack. Oh, we can do that. So before you do your research on your big research that are long time to do, you should switch your officers from build officers to research officers. So we were able to pull Doc Gray, which is it boosts your research speed, as well as Hacker. I think that's Hacker. Yeah. So now you'll notice that the speed to research long range attack will go up. Let's go to military and research the second tier here. Yep. Request help. And then another thing to keep in mind in your garage when you do these research, the heroes that you want to equip, these are actually research, not building. So you want to equip the same heroes to do your academy research, do the research here, so you speed that up. One more thing that this is also, even though it's a building, it's actually research, so this will get sped up also by your Doc Gray and Hacker. So if we want to unlock something, looks like rocket is up. We can unlock the rocket, that also gets sped up by the heroes. Let's switch back to the building. One more thing I wanted to share in the heroes. You can see here that these are basically, this is a placeholder hero. I may use Kingsley because this is a free account or a minimal spending account. And even though I have Katie equipped here, I'm still recommending that you save Jimmy because, at some point, if you get enough Jimmy fragments, and here you can see I already have enough to take it to 2.5 stars, it may actually outplay a 2-star. So a 5-star Jimmy may outplay a 2-star Katie if you're unlucky with getting all the fragments and getting the pulls. That's why I recommend actually saving Jimmy. Everything else you can sell. I also recommend saving Butterfly because on a really long term you won't use Butterfly, but on a medium to short term you can't really beat Butterfly. Butterfly basically is the blue Tifa. And then same thing with Major Morgan. I still don't have Saki. The reason why I haven't started up Loreline here, because I do like the recruiting boost, but I haven't done that because I'm waiting for a use hero officer quest or event that might come up. And so we're just saving that there. However, I do recommend using Godfather, the blue hero here. So we will basically use Godfathers to star up. We won't really use her anymore. We've stopped. Maybe we might do one more upgrade to get some production skill, but she's not a good investment. Godfather is as a blue hero. Jimmy is a good backup. Butterfly is a good blue hero placeholder or medium term placeholder. So you can see of these heroes, the one that I'm missing is Saki. Of the heroes here that I'm missing, looks like I have Stormbow still missing. Now I can build Stormbow. You can see I've gotten enough fragments to be able to build it. But again, no point building it because if I actually pull him from an elite pool, that way I actually get the whole hero, which counts as 10 fragments, versus if I build it and then get a Stormbow, I'm only going to get 8. So I'm basically saving 2. Titans, let's take a quick look on the Titan front. Because there was some quests, I did some mismanagement and actually evolved the Beast 2 tiers because it looked like getting the DNA as a free player is extremely hard. So you can see that in my evolution, I have 0 DNA. So I'm actually going to get enough stored energy jars, but I'm not going to get enough DNA to be able to take this. So a lot of that is luck based too. So unless you're getting a pack that has DNA, it looks like it was, you can see I evolved this 2 times, almost 3 times. So I'm twice as ahead as the female Titan here, just in terms of how, maybe I think I may have skipped one of the Mother of Doom events or something, but it just seems like there's a huge discrepancy in the number of fragments. Of course, they give you the male Titan, but the female Titan, you have to actually get the 10 frags. So that also explains the delay. So I think that's a quick update of the game. Some of the other things that I'm going to say, in our nation, 611, there's been a lot of people that basically started selling their accounts. They had one bad battle or a territory dispute, and they give up. That's not going to be. This is a long game, and you're going to get zeroed, and that's just part of the game. And so, be more steadfast in your pursuit, and view everything as a learning experience, right? So I would say it's a rite of passage almost. I've been zeroed so many times, and building back has helped me learn and improve and do it better. So that's one advice that I'll say, that if you're starting over, if you've already played, this, but if you're starting for the first time, don't be worried about getting zeroed, losing resources. All of that can be easily reobtained. The stuff that can't be taken away is your Titan strength, your officer strength, your equipment strength. All of those are invaluable items. And then of course the relationships and the friends that you make in the game. With that, I will be signing off. Until next time, do leave me feedback and comments of other items that you want to see. Last thing I'm going to show you, and then I'll let you guys go. I did want to show you that I've played around a good bit with killing zombies, and I was I failed on many instances. So using T6 troop, I was able to kill a level 24 zombie. Here you can see we were getting really close, And this was, so you just have to you keep failing, 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 and trying. And so here in this formation, you can see that I use a heavy T6 shredders, one of each troop type, and then heavy snipers. So my snipers are mainly doing the killing, and the shredders are doing the blocking there. And you can see this one is, I think, the one that I just fell short. So there was 1% left. Um, and yeah, so that was, I was really close. And then I think I upgraded um, Godfather one level. So here's the fleet that I'm going to show you. Let's actually try to kill it. I have a saved fleet here for 4. So max zombies, I do recommend you building as many zombies as you can. So let's take a look at that fleet. So it's one of each troop type. It looks like I used 2,400 shredders, T6. I used 49,000 T6 snipers, one of each troop type, and then the remainder was in cannon. So the key thing is the best troop to kill zombies, and single hit bosses, essentially. So same thing with elite zombie is snipers are the best killers of solo target bosses. And then to kill zombies, you get better results by sending a heavy front row like I have here. So if you look at the percentage of this fleet, it's 87,000 units, and then 24,000. So 24 divided by 87 is about a little over 30%, right? So almost 30%, or a little under 30%. 25 to 30% front row is what helped succeed in defeating it. So I am able to defeat it. You can see here now, and voila, it gives you biochemical materials. You get equipment parts. That's what helps you. So in terms of my tips of how to stay up, how I'm able to stay up in terms of commander level, is really driven by the fact that I kill a lot of zombies. How do you know that? So if you go into your my info at the top right corner, look at achievements, and look at the zombie hunter one, you can see here that from the beginning I have killed 693 zombies, right? So that's a lot of zombies, but that's really important because guess what? That allows you to, that commander level, that zombie hunting is the main way that you get the equipment parts, and it allows you to unlock this commander slot. So the 5th commander slot opened at commander 26, which is what I am at now, and at commander level 30, you open the 7th slot. So that's probably why I'm keeping up with the officer strength. It's not that I'm spending a lot or my officers are great. It's really just the fact that I've been doing a lot of zombie hunting. So a secret tip, somewhat obvious, is that really keep up with that. And you want to do things that help you achieve that. So that means you have to be active. And if you are able to unlock any of these strategy officers to 2 stars, get that fuel mobility or comprehension. I didn't get the comprehension skill here, but you can see here that I've increased fuel mobility or fuel up skill that helps me get more mobility to be able to attack the zombies. Also, when you're going to buy in the black market, look out for, and you want to be able to sell the food and oil so you have the tickets to buy. So you have accumulated 5,500 tickets so that when something does pop up that you want to buy, like, no, the purple fuel does not pop up for tickets. It costs 160 gold, but that is something that is worth buying. That's the only way that you can kind of get the fuel. Last thing, while I have the monthly card, is you want to come here, and so when you have the monthly card active and you come into your city hall, you can click on the monthly card button here, and you can see that there are some sale items that pop up here. In this sale, if ever you see fuel or elite orders, I highly recommend that you buy them. So we see the elite orders, we're going to buy them. So awesome. So that only exists if you have the monthly card and it's active. We're going to lose the monthly card. You can see it here in my specials limited or benefits pack. You can see I just have 1 day left. It was a good investment because of the free boost that you get from from building, as well as the golds. You can see we're doing pretty healthy on the gold with the gold fund that we just collected at level 19. So with that, I will bid you farewell until next time. Thanks for your support, and do let me know if anything I can include or share and do better. I will try to see if I can beat level 18 on hard. And the next time that we do this, I think it resets Friday or Thursday night. I will do a video showing how, even with low level boosts, what kind of armaments and packs you need to buy to be able to get, and how you want to do the placement to be able to get higher tower score. Take care, guys. Thanks again. Have a wonderful week.